The Cunning Fox and the Kind Rabbit. In a deep, dense forest filled with tall trees and rustling leaves, lived two unlikely friends, a fox named Felix and a rabbit named Rosie. They lived in neighboring burrows and had known each other since they were just little ones. Despite being from two different species, they had an unbreakable bond that was built on kindness, trust, and companionship. Felix was known as the cunning and sly fox of the forest. He was always on the lookout for his next meal and was feared by all the other animals. But deep down, he had a kind heart and always longed for a true friend. Rosie, on the other hand, was a timid and shy rabbit. She was always cautious and scared of the other animals, especially of Felix. But one day, fate brought them together when Felix stumbled upon Rosie's burrow and found her crying. Rosie had gotten lost in the forest and couldn't find her way back home. Seeing her distress, Felix decided to help her. He used his sharp sense of smell to track her scent and guided her safely back to her burrow. From that day on, Rosie saw a different side of Felix and they became fast friends. They spent their days exploring the forest, playing games, and sharing secrets. However, their friendship was put to the test one day when a drought hit the forest. The once lush and green forest turned barren and all the animals were struggling to find food and water. Felix, being a predator, had no trouble finding food for himself. But he couldn't bear to see his friend Rosie starving and weak. So he made a selfless decision to share his food with her and even taught her how to hunt for food. Rosie was amazed by Felix's kindness and generosity. She realized that he wasn't the scary and mean fox that everyone thought he was. From that day on, their friendship grew even stronger. They worked together to find food and water for all the other animals in the forest, even though they were different species. Their acts of kindness did not go unnoticed, and soon, the rains came pouring down, bringing life back to the forest. The animals were overjoyed, and they all came together to celebrate the friendship between Felix and Rosie. They had realized that true friendship knows no boundaries and can bring even the most unlikely of friends together. From that day on, Felix and Rosie were known as the heroes of the forest. They continued to live in harmony, and their friendship became an inspiration for all the animals. The forest was now filled with love, kindness, and friendship, and it was all thanks to the bond between a fox and a rabbit.